Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm not going to introduce myself. I don't think that is important. I do, however, want to talk to you guys about something today, right? So let's just get straight to it. Guys, I look a mess. Like, I did this hairstyle and I loved it so much, but the only disadvantage about it is that it doesn't last. Like, it doesn't last, you guys. So I feel like I wasted my money, and I paid 260 for this hairstyle. I really feel like I wasted my money. But anyway, I guess I'm gonna stay with it until, because I can't let my money go to waste. Like, it cannot waste at all. I really work hard for my money, so I can't waste. You guys, like, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been around for some time, welcome. So if you don't know what we talk about here, we basically do commentary on Podcast and Chill with Meg G. That is a very popular podcast in South Africa, amongst many, of course, but that is the only podcast that has seemed to gain popularity in South Africa, not just in South Africa, you guys, but all around the world. So, you know, it's mostly favored and most people enjoy it, and I'm one of those people. And so welcome, you guys. That is what we do. We basically sort of comment about podcast and Chill with Meg G. I think that right now it's at that point where it needs to be Meg G and Soul and Host Lady, you know, because like they do carry the show. Like, they really do. It's not just Meg G that carries the show, it is Soul as well. And I think Soul's name also needs to be put on, you know, that his name also needs to be there. I mean, it's only fair, you guys, don't you think so? But anyway, you guys, I don't know how I'm feeling. Like, my head space is all around. Like, I'm really all around ever since Indabazga, aka you guys. When I heard the news, when I saw the news on social media, I don't know, like, I was asking myself, but if I feel like this as a fan, you know, what more if family? So, you know, the only thing that we can do right now is just really not to talk much about what we're seeing on the footage, on the CCTV that's circulating. You know, it's just I don't even know who leaked that. I don't know, because it's going to be online for the longest time. Kara is going to grow up and she'll possibly see that one day. People are just abating at all. I don't even have my ears on today. But anyway, you guys, like, there's a video circulating of aka people are commenting. I just think that at this point, let's not speculate on anything. Let's just allow the law to do what is necessary. I think there's enough evidence put, you know, in place, and I really believe that this case will be the first of many to come, where the killers are found and where this whole case is just resolved, and when names are named. I think it's going to be the first case, like, in a very long time. I really trust, and you know, I saw the attorney, the Forbes attorney, and I really have trust in him. So I think he's going to do a great job. So far, so good. You know, I think everyone is just following this case very closely, want to know what is going on. And I'm really also just looking forward to tomorrow. I was really hoping that, you know, I'll be able to attend the memorial service on Friday in Stanton, but unfortunately I will not be able to. I'm really hoping that things change, but if I don't, I will still be able to watch online. But guys, I'm really, 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 really hurt. I don't want to lie, amongst many people, of course. But anyway, back to the podcast and chill with Meg G and Soul and Ghost Lady. So the most recent episode that was posted to you guys, I don't know, is it just me, or I feel like I'm sensing a shift in the podcast, right? Like I feel like, okay, Meg G delegates the show. It's something that we love, something that I've always liked. But I think there are some topics where we also want to hear his opinion, We also want to hear what he thinks. And Uso has tried that so many times on the show. It's something that I've picked up, that he has tried so many times on the show. If Meg G throws a question, on the floor or at him, he would answer, allow everyone to answer, and then he would go back to him and ask him, what do you think when I Meg G? But then Meg G would sometimes give short answers, or otherwise just, avoid the question thrown at him and just move on to the next topic. I know we understand that he's the boss of the show, but we also want to hear his opinion, because at this point it just feels like, even with the AKA, is it just me? Or he didn't give his view, it was so brief, and I understand he really, really liked your AKA. Maybe he's just not ready to talk about it. But then what I don't understand is why even pose the question? Why not say, Ruti, okay, we are not discussing that now, we are going to make time, or at some other time we're going to talk about it, just explain why you're not talking about it, instead of just because it seemed like there was how you handled that, it seemed like, and I know that's not the case. I know it's definitely not the case. I know that he loves AKA. I know that they all love AKA. Okay, at this point it's just but guys, I don't understand it about, okay, now if somebody is short, Saul mentioned that when somebody is short now in South Africa, or a celebrity dies, or somebody is short, it's another one, nothing is going to be done, so for me, I feel like it's like having death in the family. We can never get used to people dying in general. You can have somebody, your uncle dying today, your aunt tomorrow, your cousin the next day. Every time it happens, it's going to be a shock. I don't think, it's very weird that you even get to a headspace, where you feel okay, it's just another one, nothing is going to be done, it's going to be a cold case. But we're not talking about a cold case right now, it's not there yet. We're talking about someone's life that was lost, a legend's life was lost. But I feel like you guys didn't do justice to that topic at all. Not that I wanted you guys to analyze the video or the CCTV that's circulating everywhere like Nota did. Guys, Unota, guys, I'm not even going to talk about Unota. I'm not going to speak about Unota. But I feel like you guys didn't do justice on the AKA topic. I feel like it felt so casual. There was no sentiments to it. I could feel and hear that, okay, you guys are hurting, of course, but otherwise you've dealt with those feelings already. Of course, people deal with things differently, right? We're all different. We handled grief differently. But I feel like, you guys invest your energy and your thoughts, and you express yourself so much when it comes to topics as not badlanga, topics not badlanga, like BBL, Misa Linda Mase, about Mini Zamini, about Cien Bougie, I don't know her name, but I know her. Like all these other things, you invest so much, you talk about those things, and we feel it when we see, we hear your opinions on it. But for this one, like, for some reason it didn't land, you guys, because 1 minute you were talking about Kenan, about AKA, the next minute you're talking about a series, the next minute you're talking about strippers, like in the same scenario. Like, I don't feel like you guys gave Kenan the respect that he deserved when you guys were speaking about him. Not that you don't respect him in general, but that's just my personal take and my personal feelings towards Ubana. There was an expectation, of course, because I've watched your show so many times, like all the episodes, if not, like I've watched each and every, like I know how you guys, how you dive deep into to topics, you know. But for this one specifically, maybe because it's still fresh, maybe he's close, like I don't know, I feel like you didn't do justice, and it was just like a casual topic. It felt so casual, and the way that you just moved on to the next topic, it really felt casual, and I don't think that is fair at all. I think this is where you're supposed to invest your time in, more than like you've done was near just talking about slave queens, talking about Bonnie. But you know, you've spoken about more serious issues, you know. Like you've spoken about artificial intelligence when you gave your opinion, but in this case, like, you didn't at all. I just don't understand why. I'm really failing to understand why. And yes, delegate. It's okay to delegate, but you know, when you ask a question, you also need to bring it to yourself. As your viewers, we also wanna hear what you think, you know, because I'm noticing a trend now where you just throw something on the floor, you let them answer, you say your 1 cent, and then you move on, you know. And at this point, it feels like the podcast is shifting in terms of how they conduct their podcast, and I'm not sure if I'm liking it so far. Of course, I'm a fan. I'm not going to say I'm not going to watch Podcast Essential because of, you know, this one incident, but just in general, I think I'm feeling a shift. I'm feeling a change. It's good to mature. I noticed it's something, trust me, I noticed that, you know, you've changed on your delivery, which is a great thing. It's an amazing thing. But don't change, you know, like you can shift, but do not, you can, this is shifting, and this will be changing. I don't know how to explain it to you, like I honestly don't know. Tell me what you think, like really tell me what you think, guys. That song, oh my god, I loved that song. Like, I love that song so much that it inspired me. Like, for some reason, I was listening to that song, and then a song came to me. I started singing it. It made sense, and I started recording myself while I was singing. So, hit me up, Mechi. Hit me up. Let's do a song together. You're gonna love it. Okay? Right, thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. Thank you so much for the love and support. I love you. See you next time. I look like a girl next door today.